Dr. Amanda with Straightsmile Solutions, straightsmilesolutions.com, and yay, another Ceph piece of content. I'm not gonna recycle old information. I have an entire channel on Cephs if you need them, when you need them, why you need them, how you interpret them, etc., etc. You can go into my channel, Straightsmile Solutions, go to the playlist Cephs. I believe there's one on Cephs. Or you can put in the keyword under the little magnifying glass Ceph, and you can watch dozens and dozens of videos on Cephs. No, I don't do Ceph tracing tutorials. That is the most tedious, annoying thing in the world, and I hate it. It's probably been 20 years since I traced a Ceph. Yes, we had to do them in residency. After that, after we did so many, we were allowed to use Dolphin and some other types of software programs where we at least plot the points and they calculate the numbers, which is definitely more accurate. And then after that, we just would send them out. So I stopped doing that a long time ago. If you want one-on-one Ceph, learning to trace Cephs, which I think is not a bad idea if you're going to do a lot of ortho. I mean, you definitely don't have to do this. But you should at least have a basic understanding. I have two orthodontists, one is US licensed, one is not, who both offer one-on-one tutorials and will sit with you and teach you how to plot these points. So I have one of them listed on my website under classes, Dr. Pobat, and I have another doctor, Dr. Kaikur, who is licensed in another country but does do tutorials. And he'd be glad to teach you as well. But anyways, reach out to me if you want to meet with him. However, this just crossed my path. I had one doctor I was working with who was kind of struggling with the prices of some of the Ceph tracing options that were out there. And I'll be honest, I mean, I've been using CEPHIO, using Ohlendorf, using some of the other labs that do it. It's not cheap. I mean, it does add up. CEPHIO was definitely the cheapest for a very long time. You could buy packages or monthly packages and stuff. But this is like a fraction of a fraction of a fraction of CEPHIO. I had a doctor who found it. He was before trying to use some other free programs, and I'll be really honest, I'm not going to list the ones he was using because I don't want you to use them, but I was looking at those numbers going, this is not right. And then we would send him to go to other more paid programs, and the numbers were completely different. And for a while, I know he was getting frustrated with me because I was like, no, we can't use these junk programs because they're not giving you correct numbers, and we're making plans off numbers but clearly aren't correct. I have enough experience where I can kind of look at a Ceph and get an idea of what I'm looking at, but I'm trying to teach you guys what the numbers mean and how to make clinical decisions based on these measurements. So you got to be accurate, right? That's the number one thing. So if I'm not trusting it in my gut, then we can't make a plan on this. So we went back and forth for months on this until he found this company, CEPHIO. I think it's IO. It's basically using AI to plot the points, and these are the prices. I mean, come on. With like $1.99 a set, 98 cents a Ceph. That's insane. This is like 66 cents a Ceph. I mean, that's okay. It's literally like so cheap. And he's done a few of them and they look right to me. I mean, I wouldn't know it wasn't done by an actual dolphin or person at a lab. I mean, seems right to me. So anyways, this is how it works. You can just follow these steps. I got this information from CEPHIO. They gave this to me. They said I could share it with you. I don't get any kickback, any nothing for sending you guys. I just was like, yay, finally there's a solution. It's going to save you guys some money that makes sense. You can reach out to them directly, CEPHIO. They're definitely on LinkedIn because I talked to them on there. So hopefully this is a good solution for you, and you can save some money and learn to take Cephs and, get better orthodont. I mean, especially if you're doing kids, you got to do it. You got to do it if this is not a class 1 case. You got to do it. And even adults. I mean, now with CBCT and Invisalign plan in adults, it's probably not as necessary. You won't have the diagnostics though. So if you're going to have especially if you're trying to get insurance to approve it, at least if you can say, this is class 2 div 1, this is high angle. I mean, by having the Ceph and the Ceph numbers, you're much more likely to get your insurance covered because you're making a formal diagnosis. So again, you need to look into your own dental practice act in your state or your country to know if you need to take a Ceph or not. Most orthodontists do take them. They don't always get numbers on them. It kind of depends on the situation, but they always can get numbers on them if they need them. They at least have the baseline Ceph. And if things go off the rails with weird bites or weird, temporary outcomes, that's the first thing we do is we take a set of progress records, including an updated Ceph, especially in growing patients. And remember, boys can grow up to age 21, 22. So it's really important to get those Cephs. All right, hopefully this solution works for you. Thanks.